Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the garden today. We're gonna go over transplanting some of my little seedlings outside because it's a really gloomy day out and the sun's in and out today, and it's a perfect day to do that. So it's early in the morning, it's about 9 o'clock, and I just wanted to go over, excuse the traffic, we are on a main road right here, so I apologize for the noise. We're just gonna transplant a few of my peppers and my tomatoes today because my tomatoes are getting kind of big in this little seed cell tray. You can see we have quite a bit of seeds growing in this little tray right here. We have calendulas, which are in the back, and then some oregano, some basil, and these are my tomatoes, which they're starting to get really big. So when they get big like that, I like to start cleaning them outside. We hit them with some Super Thrive nutrients, which is an organic nutrients. We did a little video on that, so I'll post that down below for you so you can go over that and see how we just gave them that nutrients before we transplanted them outside, because it's really important to give them a little boost before you transplant them because it helps with transplant shock. They get transplant shock when you put them outside sometimes, especially if you don't acclimate correctly, they can start burning. So we've just increased their sunlight 2 hours each day out here. They were started inside under my LED grow light, and we've increased the sunlight 2 hours each day. And we have one plant growing in one cell, but two plants growing in another. So we're gonna take out the plant that has the two in it. We're just gonna squeeze this cell, squeeze the bottom of it. Sorry you guys can't really see it. And we're just gonna pop it right out of there. See, you just don't wanna pull too hard. If it doesn't pull out, just be careful, you know, maybe it's not rooted enough. And you can see we have two plants here, so we're gonna try to save one of these. I'm gonna pick the best looking one. We're gonna pick this right one here, just because he looks a little better to me. And you can re-root this in some water. These will root. All the little hairs on there will turn into roots. So in that case, I like to bury them a little bit further than they were in that container, just because they will start growing better roots on them. You don't want to bury them all the way just because you don't want those leaves hitting the soil. It can cause a lot of disease. You want to make sure this doesn't get like a lot of heat when you first transplant them, so doing it at night really is a good idea, or in the early morning before they get hit with that heat. This way they have a couple of hours to settle in their new container before they get that heat from the outside. Then we're just going to give it a nice little water, and that's it, you guys. That's how we transplant our little seedlings outside. Just going to make sure we don't splash that water too much. Give it a really nice good soak all the way through, and then we'll come back and show you how we give nutrients again when it's time. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. I'm always here for you. I'm going to get some of these other ones potted up, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Bye-bye.